YouTube. I am Lucky Sixes, full of hay fever, but still raring to go. And I'm joined once again by one of our friends of the channel, Veil of the Ages, Piteglio.
Hello, Lucky Sixes. Hello, everybody. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. And because of said hay fever, you're going to be doing 90% of the talking, which is undifferent for me. It's not. I'm not used to that sort of thing, so I'll see. But yeah,
For once.
I know.
Absolutely.
But thankfully, because of that, we are in your domain. We are in Essence of War, the quick play, Ninth Age version of it, and we're gonna give it a game, aren't we? We're gonna have a battle.
Absolutely. We've designed the army list together. We've checked the new list building system with the coins together. Now it's time to play, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So as we referred to, we've done a few little mini vids before this one, just at the end of last year, and one about 3 weeks ago or something. So go check them out first if you want a bit of background to it. But we are playing the Essence of War. We're gonna have a little match at 15 points
Uh-huh.
or 15
Size
coins.
15.
Yeah,
Hi,
size
size
15.
15.
Which is based on the coin system in Essence
Mhm,
of War. Instead of points, basically replaces that. But we're going
mhm.
to have a Warriors off, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to play with these two army lists that you can see here to the left of the battlefield. So there's one for me, and that's called Warriors of the Dark Gods. We have a few changes, mainly cosmetic changes, with respect to what you are already familiar with. And we'll look at that in a second when I'm going to present to you my
Yeah,
army. But then we also have at the bottom this new army list with a brand new name. Our friends
yeah.
from the background team of the Ninth Age have suggested a few names of places that are connected to this new
Oh,
factions. And
okay.
so Jeziraset is a name of a desertic area in the wasteland where basically anybody who's been exiled is not particularly welcome. So it's an area with heavy favored, chosen, and battle feverish units. So that's why it fits very well with the barbarian and chosen theme of this
Yeah,
new armor list.
yeah.
Right.
No, lovely. I'm glad you said it as well before I had a chance to give it a go.
I mean, I'm pretending I have no idea how this is intended to be pronounced, but I think that's the
you,
ninth age,
you
right?
you
Everybody
you pulled it
takes.
off. You pulled it off, man. But yes, so we're essentially going for we'll say vanilla warriors, but warriors I don't think are any ever vanilla.
Mm.
And the chosen basically uh
Yeah.
thing. So yeah, and we were lucky enough to sort of have a little look at how you come up with them and sort of like come up with the army lists and sort of pulled
Mhm.
some ideas together for it as well. And
Yep.
then looked at the game rule system. So now we are raring to go, and we're going to use these coins to actually pick some armies.
Definitely. So let me load the entire armor list for you, so you can actually visualize everything, and you can move coins around in the way that you see it
Yeah,
fit. And since we're playing online, this means it's going to take a second for all the models to load. And so while we do that, I can, in the meantime, prepare the coins. And I'm going to put the coins here, and for each point of the battle, you're going to receive 5 copper coins, 5 silver coins, and 2 golden coins. So what we have right here at the moment corresponds to size of the battle 5. Now we are at size of the battle 10, and now we are at size of the battle 15. Voila.
excellent, wonderful, and yeah, using some coinage that is very familiar to us Brits.
Yeah, in honor, localized material.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so these are the models. We are using TTS because that is where a lot of the models and the system is whole based, and we get some good scripts going. So we're gonna give this a go with all these. We got some horsemen there. Oh yeah, oh
Mm.
lovely. Excellent. And these
Many
are
of
on
these
all the
models have
formations,
been
huh?
right. Exactly. So here, basically, you can see the army list itself. So if you look at the army list, you're going to see these 8 entries, and for each of these entries, we have 2 or 3 options. And basically, all of these options are represented here by these models. So essentially, you can just pick the units that you want to keep once you have recruited them with your coins, and then you'll be ready to go. So, for example, if you look at the chosen that we have here in this line, there's a formation with 4 files and 1 rank that costs 9 coins, a 3x2 and a 4x2. So you can just pick the ones that you would like to use.
Yeah, yeah, looks great. So this is the I'll give it a go. The Jezza set.
That guy, yeah, totally,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
place.
I've nailed it. And yeah, so this is uh that option. So looking through the options before we get sort of looking at the actual army we're going to be taking today. We've got a chosen
Hmm.
lord with some options. Can go on a beast, a Karkanen, and
Hmm.
can be magic. Barbarian chief again can go on a little beastie or a big chimera. The chosen chariot, who is
Hmm.
uh, could be a normal chariot or could be a shrine. With some magic
Hmm.
options as well, which is cool. Into core, we have the warriors, barbarian horseman, and barbarian. Pretty much the same, although you do have some extra options in barbarians with some shooting, and some barbarian
Hmm.
horsemen with flayers, so a different type of
Hmm.
fast cav. And then
Hmm.
in the special option, the extras, if you will, Feldrax and Chosen. Just with different, as you said, different ranks and formations. So yeah, that's what we have as an option. And as you can see, hopefully on the screen actually, while I keep doing this, each unit has, instead of a points cost, has a coin cost. So, for example, this chosen lord is either 11 points on his own, 14 points on the Karkanen, or 14 points with a with some magic. And the 1 in brackets, or the max 2, it represents how many you can have of each. Although
Hmm.
the coins will dictate that as well.
Yeah, yeah, they're costly. They're costly, these guys.
Yeah, very much so, very much so. So, yeah, so I guess we crack on, right? We just get straight stuck in.
Absolutely.
So,
Please use your coins. Absolutely. We have 3
yeah,
types of coins. The golden coins are the ones that can be used to recruit the single characters, or the chosen lord, the barbarian chief, and or the chosen chariot. And the copper coins can only be used to recruit core units. And then there's the silver coins that you can use for either core units or for the elite units, for the Feldrak and the chosen.
yeah, no, great. So, as the coppers can only be used for core,
Hmm.
we'll
Hmm.
go with them first. So, let's see what we've got. So we have 15 as an option, coins
Yep.
wise, and we have barbarians, barbarian horsemen, and warriors to choose from. Now, I do like a
Yep.
big block of warriors, so I think we're going to go
Uh-huh.
straight on the 9 coins for 5x2.
All right. You have 5 coins over there. 9 coins.
9
There
coins,
are.
lovely job. Yep, so
There we
all of these 9. If I box select, I'm going to go on the 5x2 warriors just here. Look at that.
rich.
Coins, yeah, absolutely spent. Now, I do want some extra core, and I'm going to need some extra core. So I'm going to look at, as warriors are pretty tanky but quite slow. I'm going to actually go for the barbarian horseman option, but I'm going to go for the flayers because, as you can see,
Sweet.
the barbarian horseman unit is here with some rules, but then we go up
Mm.
to flayers in this one-page spread of rules, and it says 5x1 rank. Advance 10, March 20, harasser, vanguard, and throw weapons. So not only have I got some speed, I've got some range as well. So I'm going to get 5 coins. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm.
How much are flares, sorry? 5, aren't they? Yeah.
It's 5 coins. Yeah.
Yeah, so of these 5 coins here, just try to put them on the screen. 5 of them are going to go on some flayers, which are going to be these chaps here, I think. We have 1 coin left over though, and we're going to get some silver coins to duplicate that. We're going to have 2.
Oh,
Are
sweet.
you allowed actually, flayers?
You are, you
Yep,
are. You can have 2
you are
unit
allowed.
players. Huh?
So because I'm out of copper, I've got to use my silver. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1, 2,
Correct.
3, 4, 5. And we're going to do the same. We're going to have 2 lots of flayers. 2 lots. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Right, now we get to the fun bit. We've done the core tax, as some people say. But what else can we choose out of all this? Now, I'd like to go to the big guns first. So the Chosen Lord, or Barbarian Chief, or Chosen Chariot. Now, we don't have a lot of magic, so we're going to go for the expensive Chosen Lord with Prelate.
Nice.
So that's 14 gold coins, though. So it's 6, 12, 14.
And at this point, I might add that the
Yes.
maximum cost of a character is 15 coins. So if
Yes.
you want, you can spend 1 additional coin, golden coin, on one of the enchantments from the vault. So you can find
Absolutely.
this on the rulebook that you have here at the side of the right side of the battlefield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, of those options, I'll see if I can scroll in. Oh, no, I can't. I've changed it. Yes, weapons. So, well, I mean, it could be anything. So you have weapons options, armor,
Hmm?
a banner, I guess, or an artifact. But I'm going to go straight for a weapon. It wouldn't be warriors without a weapon, and we go for one of the 1 coin options because we can't quite afford the 2 coins because that will go for over the max. So we'll go for the cleansing light. No armor.
All right.
Successful. Oh no. Sorry. Shield breaker is what I was going to go for.
Shield break.
Plus 6
Perfect.
AP. Yes.
Oh,
So cannot
ouch.
wound on a 1 or 2, but otherwise pretty lethal.
All right. Ugly.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that's spent on. I'm going to move. Oh, you box select. Yeah. So I'm going to move that over here just so that know what we spend it on. And I also on this thing like the look of the Chosen Chariot. So this is again the gold coins used, and the Chosen Chariot Shrine. Uh, it
Nice.
has 2 options, and the options are
Uh-huh.
basically different spells. So we have one which is an occultism, grave calls, and one which is a wrath of God. And while I do like the wrath of God, I think I'm going to go for the grave calls this time round. See if that is any
All
good.
right.
So we've got a.
You can actually have both if you like the idea, in case, just as an
Oh,
option,
okay.
right?
All right,
Hmm.
brilliant. So you could have
But
both
I'm not
options.
trying to
Ooh, well, we'll see. We'll see. If we have
suggest
1 point left
anything.
over, we're
Nice.
gonna get that extra one. But
All
yes, so
right.
that is 14 coins as well.
Right.
So we got hopefully I've got enough. So 4,
Uh,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at this. It's like I semi-planned it. 14. We got 2 left over for now, but we will.
Oh, but I think you haven't put one next to the prelate to buy the shield breaker, though.
Oh
I'll
yes.
say.
So we've got
Right.
1
So,
left over. Yeah, very good to see.
wow.
Here I go, trying to sneak away some extra points. Right, cool. So we got 15 and 14. So on there. So, what have we got left? Well, we do need some chosen, don't we? We couldn't go a whole thing without chosen. So, and they have either a 4x1, a 3x2, or a 4x2. Now, I think the 4x2 will be a bit too expensive. So let's see if we can get a 3x2 for 12 coins. Now, do we have any left over? How much do we left over?
Ha!
Oh wow! Look at this! Look at this!
And that
Perfectly done. These 12 coins are gonna go over to the 3x2 option, and
right.
I think, guys, we have our army list.
That is sweet. So I've tried to keep track. Do you want to check if I've made
Oh, here we
mistakes
go.
here?
That looks absolutely perfect.
Right.
There we go, and we can see where all the coins were spent as well. Wonderful.
So
and we have two big blocks. I'm going to say big blocks in this game. Some fast stuff and a big chariot shrine. Very happy
I don't know.
with the
I like this
just
army.
reset.
So if I move them all next to each other so that we make sure that everybody is nobody's forgotten, leave no warrior behind. So we're gonna have these guys here and there. Maybe the final one would be the 3 × 2. Yeah, these guys. So this will be your army, if I'm not mistaken. And I can delete everything else, I suppose.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe I'll just keep the D3 die in case.
Yeah.
Something calls for that. All right. So I've taken the liberty to consider from my end of things, because now I'm going to have to counter your army with my own stuff. So let's see. I want to go very thematic here. And I have considered preparing something like the following. I'm going to use 15 copper coins, and I'm going to put 5 and 5, 10 to buy 5 × 2 Oleg. I'm going to use warhounds as well, 5 × 2. Just to insist on the exiled theme, on the monstrous end of things, which means we're gonna have to deal with a Doom Lord, I guess. No sorcerer. I'm gonna let you do the magic stuff.
Sure.
So this is 6 × 2, 12 coins here. I'm gonna add some spikes, basically the spike shield. I'm gonna need a Forsaken as well to insist on the body theme. Yeah, so that's 12 and 12 and 24 plus 2, 26. So I still have 4 of those. But then I wanna go crazy with the Forsworn. Plenty of those guys. So let's have a 7 here, 7 points for a 3 times 1 rank.
Yeah.
And then I'm also, yeah, hell yeah, why not? I'm also going to, whoops, if this coin behaves, I'm going to buy a few more. There, a unit, a 2x2 unit, and a 3x1 unit. So I can try how they work rules-wise. So I've used all my coppers. I've used 9 and 6. I used too many of my silver coins because I only have 15, the ones you see here. So I have to use one of my gold coins to get in there, which means I'm now left with, let's say, 14 and 14 plus another one, I guess. This would be 15. Am I correct here? 14.
You got one gold one over with the Forsworn.
Nice. So that means I'm gonna add the shield, the spikes, to this smaller unit of Forsworn.
Great.
And I'm gonna be left with a single unit for a single gold that I can use as a as an enchantment for my Doom Lord because it's 12 plus 12 classic plus 2 for the spikes, 14 plus another
Yeah.
one I get to 15, which is the maximum. And since I'm a little bit worried about this discipline 8, and especially, yeah, let's do, and especially discipline 5 for the full sake.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's let's buy a crown. Let's buy a crown of autocracy so that the
Nice.
commanding presence is extended by 3, which means up to 15 inches from
Very
the
cool.
guy. All right. So that's my army. We're gonna have, yep, one Doom Lord with spikes and crown, and then a Forsaken, and then 3 times 1 Forsworns with spikes, 2 by 2 Forsworn, and then for the fun of it, 5 by 2 Fallen and 5 by 2 Warhounds.
Yeah,
All right,
nice. Sounds
that's
good.
it.
Sounds exciting.
Nice. So I can bring it down from the saved materials. I have it down here. This is going to be lightning fast, as fast as it gets.
Here we
What I'm
go. Look at this.
All right. I can delete this guy here and move your army over there. And then I can put my Warriors of the Dark Ones over there. Models are loading. These are different models. These are not scanned miniatures. The ones that
Yeah,
you are using are scanned by IDOM, mainly,
yeah.
basically all of them, with the exception of the Chosen, I guess. These are the ones that you're going to see here in a second. I think they come from they've been digitally, they were born digital,
Enhance.
right?
Yeah, sure. No, they look
All right.
great. They look really good.
We have all the stuff over there. Sweet. I think that the Doom Lord has some sort of strange color, so let's maybe bring it back the way. He's taking some blue pills, it seems. Okay, now it's the right color.
Here we go.
Yeah, so
Yeah, great.
that's me. Sweet. So I'm gonna move these units to the side so that we have a little bit of space because now
Yeah,
we're gonna
sure.
have to load a map.
Absolutely.
Load a map, actually. So let me put this guy over there. Okay, maybe, yeah. I think that if we put them there, maybe there's gonna be some
All right. Okay.
items that are gonna end up on your, yeah, on your units as well. So I'm just
Sure.
gonna do this. Gonna be safe that way. Nice,
Here we
excellent.
go. So we're there.
Because
We're
then at this
ready.
point, yeah, we can. You can please press on the play button next to the basic side,
Yeah.
and this is play thing. It's gonna put material all around. We're going to use the small part of the let's drop this. We don't need that. The small battlefield because I want to
Yeah.
try if we can play a 15 size battle in the small battlefield.
Sure.
I'd be interested to see if we need to use the large one or not. Something else that has changed is that we're now going to use the new flux cards. I mean, you are going to use the new flux cards. I'm
Yeah.
not because I have no magic. But the new flux cards are way more extreme, so you're going to have
Okay.
fun with
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Great.
a nice one. So I'm going to ask you to roll for the map. Let's see which maps we're going to be playing with.
Sure.
So please roll this one. You can hover over and press R. Excellent. Roll it
3.
all. Map number 3. So do you want to press on map 3 next to the
I
basic?
certainly do.
All
Look
right.
at this. Look at this. Very,
So
very
this is going to be the
nice.
map. Elevation impassable and 2 hindering terrain. We can deactivate this for a moment so you can see the
Yeah.
battlefield.
Great.
And what else? Now we can follow the sequence for starting the game. So we're also going to have to choose a mission at this point. So let me put the map, the rule book here. You can roll a die, and with 1 or 2, we're going to play occupation. With 3 or 4, we're going to be playing patrolling, and with 5 or 6, we're going to play infiltration.
Yeah,
So
great.
you can use one of these dice rollers here, or you can use also the map die. That's the same. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
sure.
absolutely.
So we are number 4, which of course
All
on
right.
the things is patrolling.
Nice. So after we determine the deployment zones, we're gonna place markers on the battlefield, and if you have more units than me at the end of the battle within 3 inches of either marker, then you win the mission. If you win
Yeah,
the mission, you get victory points equal to the size of the battle.
great.
So 15 in our case.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, no, and in terms of that, obviously, there's ninth ages will be used to scoring, but of course, it's any units, isn't it?
Yes, any units that has ranks. So
Yeah,
not my Forsaken and not your chariots, but everybody else, and not our characters, but everybody else is going to be fair game. Yeah.
yeah, great, wonderful.
So at this point, we can go into the deployment section. So we have to roll a die, and in case of a tie, we're going to have to roll again. So let me say I'm going to use temporarily this orange die here. It's not necessarily the case that I'm going to be playing with orange, but for now I'm going to play this.
Sure.
I get a 2. What about you?
I also get it too,
This is
of
starting
course.
madly. Oh, so now I get a 1. Excellent.
Yeah, there's no. Oh, here we go. Lucky sixes comes into
And a
play.
6, of course. And then in this case, you can pick your deployment zone, basically, which means you can choose if you want to play with this orange color, or if you want to play on the orange side of things, if you want to play
Yeah,
over here, or if you want to play over there.
yeah. So I think I'm definitely gonna stick with a hill. I love a good hill, so I'll
All
stick on
right.
this side.
So I'm going to give you teal, and I'm going to claim orange for myself, which, by the way, it's just how randomly we had um,
Yeah,
our trace set up. Who knew?
it's like we knew.
Excellent. So now the player who rolled lowest, so me, will choose which player will deploy first. And I choose that you will deploy first. So you're going to have to
Great.
deploy the entire army in the assigned deployment zone. However, since we rolled for patrolling, we're going to have to place our markers before
Yes.
we set up our armies, right? And so I'm going to choose a little. Let me search a little item here. Let me put this little totem here, and I'm going to call it marker, mission marker, and yes. So you can. We're going to have 2 of these, and each of us are going to use one of these guys. So as the patrolling paragraph says, the marker has to be in the opposite half of the battlefield and outside of my deployment zone.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
you're going to need this presentation here, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That helps.
So somewhere around here.
Great. Well, I mean, we're warriors, so we don't beat around the bush. We go right dead center. Let's go.
Love it. Love it. So now it has to be at least 6 away from the center of the battlefield, which is perfect. At least 3 inches away from any impassable terrain, which you
Yep.
did. Absolutely. No problem there. And my marker now has to be at least 18 inches away from your marker. Which is basically limiting my options by a tiny little bit. This is 18. That was a very good choice on your side, you know.
Well, yeah. It was lots of thought.
Who knew? Yeah, right. Sometimes it's such a natural, such a natural. So I would say this is 18. I hate it. All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna put it over there. All right. Yeah, 17 from each other. Is that what it's saying? All right, I'm gonna move it away.
Yeah.
18.4. All
Loads.
right,
Loads of
fine.
space.
Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna lock these terrain pieces in place so that we don't randomly get them. And at this point, you can deploy your entire army in your deployment zone.
Which I right up my street, that sort of thing. So yeah, let's do it. Let's whack all these on the board. So chosen and warriors need to be front and center, don't they? Really? So, let's do that. Let's do that. Now, characters, you'll have to remind me how putting characters into units works. Does it work that they replace a model still?
Exactly. You can only position a character inside a unit at the beginning of the battle, and it's gonna have to stay within that unit. It can never get out of it.
Yeah.
So if you want, you place it, you deploy it inside the unit, and then it's gonna replace one of the models. The boundary of the unit will stay unchanged.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Let's put the shrine on. I think they're all the right way around. Wait. So let's put him on the hill, because why not? And I am indeed going to put the Chosen Lord in this unit of warriors.
Woohoo! Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to put his spells here so I don't forget what he's got. But yes, so we just get rid of one of the warriors.
Yep,
And just
correct.
put him in there like that.
Goodbye, warrior.
Yeah, great. We don't need his little mini tray after that, I don't think. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'll put the grave calls over here so I know that he's got that. But otherwise, I think that is where I'm going to be at. That's what we're going to do. And it's over to you.
Yep. So now I'm gonna deploy in point 5 of the deployment sequence, but then you will have to choose who will have the first turn before we do that. That will be point 4.
I can already tell you, if it's up to me, I will go first.
All right, makes sense. I guess it makes sense.
Anyone that has played me will know. That's what I do.
All right. Let's put this Forsaken here. And I'm gonna have the hounds. Oh, this hound's gonna fit in here. Oh yeah, they do. They do. All right. Hounds go here. Actually, hounds go on the opposite side. Okay. And then force on. Whoops. These are the guys with the. These are the guys with the. How's it called? With the yum. What's the word I'm looking for? With the spiked shields.
Spike shields, yeah.
Yep. Also simply called spikes in this version, because I really care about single word rule names for layout reasons.
Fair enough.
Oh.
No, it's good. Keep the word count down.
Less stuff to read, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. And yeah, quite ignorantly, as they say in around the Mediterranean, I'm gonna deploy like this. Okay, good, sweet. All right. Well, may the best warrior win, I suppose.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this a lot. This should be good fun. Good fun.
All right, let's enjoy. Charge phase for you.
Yes, well, we are a little bit far away, although this might be maybe later on. So we are just going to go straight to the next phase.
All right, movement. Here you go.
Okay, so we're going to select these, and if I remember correctly, I
Mm-hmm.
could just go 1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
And why would we stop there? Because that is a
Mm-hmm.
normal move, but obviously they have. If I go over to the thing, yeah, advance 4, but they could march 8. So 1, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that is quite bold. Maybe let's take it back a little bit. We go like that. There we go. But these chosen are not going to hang around. They want to be in contact as soon as possible. Chosen have a movement of 5 though, so a bit more. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to do a slight wheel, I think, like that. 9, 10. Let's go this way a bit. Lovely, love the look of that. These flayers, there's not really space around that, so I'm just going to brave the terrain, the hindering terrain. Now, what does hindering terrain do in Essence of War?
All right, so this is fairly mild, I would say. Whenever a unit contacts that type of dangerous terrain, you will have to take a test by rolling a d6 for each model, and you suffer a hit that wounds automatically with AP 10.
Great.
And hindering terrain is dangerous at level 1. So you only have to roll 1 die if you only pass with 1 guy, and if you roll a 1, you're going to suffer a wound with AP 10.
Yeah, okay.
So those are the.
Remind me where the measurement is on TDS. Is it down one of these side ones?
So you can use the tab key on your keyboard.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. I remember. Cool. So yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to just move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How far are we currently from your hounds? 18 inches from your hounds. So that is good, possible, very possible.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're just gonna stick like that, I think, for now. We're gonna do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're gonna come in it slightly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that looks good. Looks good. We'll do 11. So we are marching on this side, and we are 17.1, the perfect amount from your Doom chaps. What are they called? The
You can also measure
Forsworn.
from the boundary to the boundary, actually, if you want to be sure about the
Oh,
distance.
right. Okay.
Using the boundary is going to automatically snap closest to closest,
Yeah.
and it's going to tell you, yeah, like this,
No,
15.5.
that's great. That's great. We're going to leave some options for you. And then
Yeah.
this chariot. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7,
If
8. Can he do 8? I've done 8, but how can he do 8? What's his movement?
you definitely can do 8. You have advance 7,
Oh,
March 7, but it is okay because it gives me the chance to remind you that if you press 7 on the numeric keypad and you wanted to press 9 instead, you can always press 1 and 3 to undo that movement. So basically, that
okay.
works. The moment that you've done is perfect. No worries. It's
Sure.
just an occasion to.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think I'll stick with that. nothing too drastic. A bit slightly aggressive, but I'll leave the ball in your court for some long charges. See how we go. But I do have some
Lovely.
magic.
Yeah, you do. So you're gonna have to quickly draw one of these cards, left click and drag quickly. Lovely. And then you can flip it with an F. 6 to 5 dice.
6 to
Nice.
5.
Nice.
Nice.
And there's something that I would like to introduce at this juncture, because this is something that we've changed in the new version of the game. Now you have 4 spells, so of course you can use basically all of those if you want. But we've also added rules for snapcasts, which basically says that you can declare that you only want to cast 1 spell in this phase. This is going to be useful when you have few dice, for example,
Sure.
and you don't want to waste them. And so in this case, I can only use as many dice as you are going to using for the casting attempt.
Right.
I can't use more. And in addition, my dispelling attempt receives a -1 modifier.
Yeah. Oh, great.
So
So that
that's,
helps if you say you've only got, because you're going to have less spells overall. If you've only got one,
yeah,
say I've only got Grave Calls, for example, I could say that,
yeah,
and that would help me my chances to get it off. Very cool.
right. Good. You can decide to only use 3 dice, and I can also only use 3 dice out of the 5 I have, and I will have a
Yeah.
-1.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I am going to go for multiple because I feel like they'll be useful should you get in. So I am going to do Grave Calls though first off, and Grave Calls as a spell. Is there a spell thing for probably here?
Sure,
Is
correct. I should give you the grimoire, of course. I don't think this is included in the how's it called, in the marker itself.
sure.
So yeah, definitely. Grave Calls is here. Unit within 18 inches, you're gonna need a 9 plus, and within line of sight of the caster, 2d3 hits with strength 5 and AP 2.
Yeah, okay, cool. So there's that. I do have options for Rot Within and where is it? Spectral Blades. I'll try and get them all on the screen. So rerolls to wound and change to offensive skill and stuff. But I'm going to go with Grave Calls to start off with. So 9 plus. I'm going to use 3 dice of to do that, and let's give that a go. So it's Grave Calls from my shrine, and 18 inches is where we're going to try and go for. So not quite. Oh, I can't. 18 inches is not enough.
Mm. Mm.
Or is that okay?
It is okay, absolutely. It
Is okay.
says
Okay,
18.
cool. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Well
Good.
done.
Good. Good. So yes, I'll do it on the big unit. Oh no, the small unit for Sworn. Just there. I'm going to use 3 dice to see if I can get it off. Use this roll-o-matic, and I get a total of 10. So it is cast because it's a 9 plus.
Right. So 10 for you. I have 5 dice. I'm gonna roll up 5. Let's see if I can make a 10 on
Yeah,
that.
man. Oh,
Woohoo!
easy,
22.
easy. Smash me up, smash me up. So
Reckless.
yeah, and I have got 3 dice left. So and it's from my prelate. Uh, so everyone is within, well, 14 inches, but I can target all of my guys for either Rot Within or Spectral Blades. And I think I'm going to go on these barbarians over here. I'm going to do Spectral
Mhm.
Blades. Just in case you get a bit frisky with your dogs. I'm going to use my other 3 dice to cast it. I hope. Anyway, it's Castle of 10, and it's Spectral Blades only needed a 6. So absolutely got
Right.
through. And is on these flayers.
Lovely. It's in. All right.
Great. My shooting that I have on the flayers is very
Mhm.
short range, so I don't think it is in range currently. Because those
Correct. That's
flayers,
8 inches. Mm.
yes. So we're a
You
bit far
also
away
have,
from that.
by the way, you also have the Amadeus here in case you want to quickly check
Yeah,
stuff. Right.
cool. I'm
Always.
hopefully getting it on the side of the overlay for people. as well.
Fantastic.
So that's why I'm probably a bit slow. Sorry. But yes,
Yeah.
that is where we're at. I'm gonna call it there. We have no shooting in range, and we are just warriors. So we are. It's now over to you, my friend.
All right, let's go, let's go. So my turn one, charge phase, charge phase. Let's do this. So I have advanced 6 on my Doom Lord and on my Forsworn. Then I have on the Fallen as well, and I have 8 on the Warhounds. And the Forsaken is a bit weird. It has a 3d6 erratic move, right?
Yeah.
So 3d6, it's fantastic. It can get up to 18, but I'm not sure I feel that. So I think I'm, I don't know. Try to do this one. Try aim for a 10, charge 10. I don't think I need a 10. I don't think I need devastating or anything like that. So I'm not going to declare charges.
Okay.
I'm happy with the way things are right now. And I'm gonna jump into the movement phase. We're gonna have to look at the rules for the Forsaken in a second.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, for now, no charges. Now, when it comes to the first one, I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna have 12, March 12. So I'm gonna do 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. And then I can do 9, 10, 11, and, and 12. Oh, let's do this. You can always use the line of sight tool by clicking 1 or 2 on your models. That should always give you information on whether you are, in my front or in my flank. Front in this case. So that's 12 for these guys. And let's have another silly movement here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So we have a hindering terrain here, but this unit is going to be okay if I move it there, so no problem in this case. And I'm going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. All right. Something
Nice.
happened to this guy. One of these dudes
Yeah.
left
Left behind.
behind. Huh. So I'm not going to declare. I'm not going to declare any. I could use the release rule on
Yeah. Release
my
the hounds.
dogs, either plus 6 March or devastating charge. And basically, I'm just going to leave them as they. You know what? The distance between your units and my units, you have a 10 for your base movement, you need an 8, you have Swiss stride. Yeah, you can come over here. You can come in this direction. That's okay. Now at this point, I can pivot my Forsaken, and then I'm gonna move 3d6s. And just because I want to see how this rule works in this context, I'm just gonna roll 3d6, and it's gonna march full steam ahead. You see, it's a 6. I know my
Nice.
dice. So 1 and
That's just
2 and
keeping with the
3,
army.
4, 5 and 6. See, it's like how it's supposed to be. Oh, by the way, if you press 0 on your numeric keypad, it's gonna reset the movement counter. So this can be useful when you are moving your
Oh, right. I
units.
see. Sure.
If you press 5 on your numeric keypad, you're going to toggle between 1 inch movement and quarter of an inch movement in case you need a finesse.
Right. Okay. Finicky. Sure.
Yep. And when it comes to Doom Lord, I mean, all we need for this Doom Lord, you know what? The silliness knows no bounds. I just want to put it on this marker here because it looks scenic. That's all I'm
Absolutely. Come and get it.
all I care about. I'm not playing clever. I'm not playing clever at all. All right. So, am I done? Well, I'm done with the movements for sure. I have no magic and I have no shooting. So, I am done indeed. Turn one, done.
Very nice.
Please.
Very nice. Right, yeah. So over to the chosen chaps. Yeah. Let's. I mean, let's declare some charges. I think. Let's
Ha!
go. Let's take that long one because that's exciting. This will probably
Aha!
be gone in a second. So I'll just put that here. Along with that. Yeah. Let's do. Let's see if I can do this. Control C. That one. There.
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Let's do these chosen. Let's see. How far is it? Yeah, I mean, let's just give it a go. They're in it to win it, right? They see the biggest thing and go,
Aha!
you know what? That's the thing I want to kill. These
Got it.
guys are gonna go into here. This guy is gonna hopefully help them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can quite get into the Force Walls flank there because of the impassable terrain. So these flayers are just going to watch the rest of their army go absolutely crazy and see what they're doing there. So we'll do that for charges, and yeah, we'll see how much we need to get in. So this chosen chariot needs 9.2. The chosen
Mm-hmm.
chariot, if I can get it on the screen as well, has a movement of 7, so needs a
So
3
just take a three.
on
Mm-hmm.
dice.
All right.
So
By the way, Forsworn and Forsaken are fearless, so they have to stick. Warhounds
yes,
get to choose.
yes, sure,
They get to choose, and they will stay there. They'll take the charge. Yeah.
yeah. So a fairly long one. So we'll see all about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I need a 3 on my chosen chariot or the shrine. The
Mm-hmm.
where is it? These guys need 10, so I need a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Even on the smallest thing, yeah, smallest. The chosen getting into the thing need I think it's 9.8. It looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Correct.
again, 10 again on that. Oh, sorry, 5 again on that. And then these barbarians need, it looks like 17.5. So need, with a movement of 10, need an 8.
All right. So I'm
So
putting the same number of
yeah,
um,
nice.
really things.
Great. We'll start with the flayers. So they charge. Now you don't, you do have Swiss Ride. I'm just looking. They would have Swiss Ride.
Players, they do have Swiss strike, so they also have devastating and rampage, which is basically the battle fever. So they
Yeah.
do have Swiss strike.
Great. Wonderful. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna have 3. That's 3 dice. And trying to get an 8 on the best 2. Good luck, flayers.
Hmm.
Do they want it? They do.
Ooh.
They do. Just not putting any more thing into that. But yeah, okay, great. So the flayers will be in. Chosen into the Forsaken. Only have 2 dice. And on these 2 dice need a 5. So fingers crossed for the Chosen. Do they want it? They do want a 7. Fantastic. Now, but my
Yeah.
Chosen Lord can't surely be outdone by Chosen getting. And he also needs a 5. So surely he'll be inspired
Ooh,
by
ooh,
his
ooh,
trip.
ooh,
Oh my
ooh, ooh.
goodness me. He does not want it. He's like, yeah, these guys have got it. These guys have got it. I don't care. And I need a 3 on my chosen chariot with Swiss Stride. Fingers crossed. He really wants it. He really wants it with that. So everyone apart from my chosen lord
Mhm.
unit gets in.
Right.
Let's take these away. And I'll start moving them in, basically.
Correct.
Chosen going into the Big Daddy. And the Flayers managed to get all that way into some dogs. We'll see.
That's a nice move.
Yeah, not quite in there. Cool. All right, great. But these warriors just moved 2, I guess.
Yep, exactly. That's why I left those 2 guys there. Nice.
Great. So Flayers over here, and the old adage of, well, I don't want anything in my flank, so these guys are going. You know what? They're just going there. Come and
Why
get me,
not?
guys.
I
They'll
am
have a few
noticing.
shots as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be useful. I'm noticing that I forgot to remind you that the Flayers have Vanguard in case you
Yeah.
wanted to use Vanguard at the
I,
beginning.
I,
But I think that they're where they're supposed to be anyway, right?
yeah, exactly. So they were quite happy on these flanks over here. But yes, so we're all in. We've all moved. We do have a magic
Yeah.
phase though, at least.
For it.
So the prelate might prove himself useful. So where are they all over here? So grave calls cannot be done because I'm in combat, I believe.
hmm well, I mean, are you in combat? Oh, yeah. You're in combat with the how's it called? With the chariot.
Yeah. But I do have buff spells which are going to be very, very useful. So these forsworn, from your point of view, are if I get them on screen, offensive, defensive 5. Compared to that, to my chariot, who is offensive, defensive 6, and so the rot within doesn't really matter there. However, they are quite tough in that they're res 5. So the spectral blades.
A lot of thing there. They have grind. They don't have stomp. We don't have a difference between grind and stomp in this new version of the game. We kept basically one special attack at initiative 10 when you charge, one at initiative 0 when you're not charging, and that's it, right?
Sure.
So basically, what I'm saying is that Forsworn will do grind attacks in addition to the regular 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Even on the chariots, because it's not just stomping infantry, it's just grinding.
Yeah, perfect. So the res 4, I got that wrong slightly, but re-roll into wound would be very useful there. So spectral blades is very useful there. Obviously, the chosen into the big lord is very spectral blades there, and the flayers probably a bit far out actually for some of these magic. Just checking the range of some of the spells. Spectral blades being 18 inches and rot within being 24, maybe. Maybe they'll be alright for 24. Yeah, so they can do the 24 one, so that's interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one card first before I start thinking too much. And a 9v6, so a huge phase, really. Which is fantastic because it means I get to try to get some spells off. So as we've got 9, we're going to put 4 dice to try and make sure that we get the rot within off. It's actually on you, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll just double check that it is.
You have 24 there, right?
21.5. So yeah, it's going to be on the warhounds. So it will increase the prelate's offensive defensive, but that won't really matter. But it's just to try and help out a bit over there. I'll use 4 dice. How many is the maximum you can use?
You can use 5 tops.
Yeah. So I'll use 4 dice to do that, to hopefully help them out a bit. And it's a good job I used 4 dice. So only an 8.
What an 8! That's fantastic. The 6 that you needed, and there's no triple, right?
Sorry.
What am I looking at? I'm looking at 1, 2, 2, and 3. All right, because I'm saying we had a little change as well in the casting. 3 or more of the same value.
Yeah,
All right. So I think I'm gonna have to let this one slide. So
yeah, sure.
please, this is active. Hi, go
Okay,
with it.
then the other one, it's just who we want to use it on, really. Um, I don't like the look of the Forsaken, uh, the big beastie, so I think that might be my option. Let's put Spectral Blades on the Chosen to really give them a bit of oomph there. I'm going to use all 5 dice. There is no shizzles given here, and I'm hoping for a big roll. 1, 3, 3, 4, 5 is decent. And the 16.
16. Can I beat 16 on 6 dice? Looks like I can.
Nice,
Yay!
easily got.
All right.
So, but yeah, nice to have one spell off. There is a little bit of shooting. Moving on to from the magic phase onto the
Totally.
shooting phase. Excuse me. And the flayers. If I again, sorry, I'll try and get them on screen for their shooting, which is under throwing weapons. Throwing weapons are 2 shots each, range
Mm-hmm.
8. Obviously, that's we're very close. Strength as user, which is 4, I believe. I'll just double
Mm-hmm.
check. Yep, flyers 4.
Correct. And
And AP as user as well. So which is AP naught, which is the thing. But we do have
if you
10
know.
shots. Hitting on a 5+.
Yep.
I'll do 5 and 5.
Oh, nice.
So oh wow, 4 of the first lot,
Hmm.
and then continued incredible
7.
hitting for
Hold
so 7 in total, which is
Easy.
not bad out of 10. These players, their
Yeah.
last moments in this game, hopefully doing something. So 7. I'm strength 4, your res 4, so it's on 4s to wound.
Uh-huh.
Can we keep the rolling going? Not bad for yeah, pretty good. So 4 wounds. It
Totally.
is AP naught though. So and against your
Yep.
guys, you're gonna have some
Against my
armor.
4,
So
so that's a 3 up.
3 up.
And I failed 2. I
Oh
failed
wow!
briefly 2 of those.
Look at
That
that.
is excellent. So that means that I'm left with a single wound, single health point on one of those guys.
Yeah,
Nice. All right.
very good.
Not quite
Well,
25%. I mean, immune to panic anyway. So
yeah, not a bad bonus at all. So we go into
totally.
combat, and we focus on
Mhm.
the big ones, what we want to be. So let's do the chariot first and see what my chariot
Right.
can do against these Forsworn. So the chariot has impact hits D3+1. Before we do anything, that's the first thing we do.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
I'm just going to roll 1 dice as if it's a D3, and we get.
Uh,
Of course we
yeah.
do. Of course we do. We get a 5. So 4 impact hits are a very good start to this thing. We have strength 5 versus your res 4. So my 4 is going to be hitting on 3s. My 4 impact hits are going to hit on wound on 3s. So we'll see what we can do there. And we get 2 through at AP2.
All right. Very nice. So let me check. And of course, I feel them both.
Oh my god! In absolute
Oh,
paper armor, paper thin armor. This
bros,
is
is
love to
that
love it.
they even have the spikes, these guys, but not saved just yet. All right, good. Next.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
save the
Because
next ones.
spikes,
Let's save
if
the
I look at
ones.
it for here, is any successful saves inflict 1 counter attack back. Yeah, so don't want you to be saving any. Keep that paper armor up. Uh, so we go on to the chosen chariot's actual attacks, and it has 7 attacks. Brutal.
Huge, huge.
7 attack. Offensive 6 versus your defensive 5. Was it?
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah. Defense
So
five.
hitting on 3s, 7 attacks. Hitting on 3s, pretty good. I like them stats, and the roll in is intuitive
Ooh,
to that stat.
truly a
Very
name.
very good. So 6 get through. I'm strength 5. Your res 4. So I am
Mhm.
hitting. Oh, sorry, wounded with my 6. on 3s as well.
Mhm.
And every single one is
Shut
incredible rolling. Wow,
Somebody
that's
is on fire.
yeah, yeah. This
Ah.
chariot is helping me out here quite a lot. So yeah,
So let
it's
me see. Can I roll 6 5s? That'd be
six
fun.
five
That'd be
ups
fun.
to absolutely
I
not
only
quite.
rolled one. All right, only one.
Very very
That's
brutal there.
that is very sad.
I should say
So
as
at
well, the chariot's
least
going first because he's agility 6 on the charge. Because
yeah.
five
So
base +1.
uh, um there's no +1
Right,
there,
cool.
right?
Sure. No,
But
that's fine.
still, I'm
That's fine.
agility 4 anyway. So
Yeah, sure.
just die. Just die. And the sadness of it all is that I don't even get to do my attacks, and I don't even get to basically do that special rule because with 5, uh, these
You
guys.
you get one,
Oh
don't you?
wait,
You get one back at me.
I have 3 HPs, right? All right, okay, good. I have 3 HPs. So basically, I can only use one for the spike. This 5 here.
Yeah.
So that's a strength 5 versus your strength 5 res AP2 versus your res 5 armor 5. So I'm going to wound on a 4 up,
Yep.
and then you're going to save on a 4 up. So that's my wounding with the spike, and
Nice.
then you have a 4 up
Yeah.
saving
So
thrown
4 up
counter
to save
attack.
it, and I get
Yeah,
just enough.
lots of
So that
lots of
spikes.
metal, lots of metal.
Yeah, yeah. A blunt spike, clearly.
So here that means that I have one guy left, and this guy who's left here has basically it's gonna have 2 attacks, and then it's gonna do some grinding as well. So offense 5 versus your defense 6, and then my strength 4 versus your defense versus your resilience 5 and AP1. Okay, so my 2 attacks are gonna be hitting on a 4 up, and I make both.
Nice.
And I would say at this point I have grind,
Yep.
so
Whacking in.
I'm gonna just consider 3 wounds at this point, and I'm gonna wound you on a 5 up, and you're gonna save with a 3 up. So 5 ups to wound. I roll 1. You have a
Go
3
for it.
up.
Yeah, yeah. So one more on a 3 up, you say. Uh,
Yeah,
the 5 will do it. This chosen chariot not holding any punches.
absolutely mental.
Yeah,
All
crazy.
right, so you win by a bazillion, and it's basically 7 plus the charge 8. And even if I have a discipline 9 and I can reroll, that's essentially not going to happen.
Sure.
So what is interesting though is that they have exiled. So this means that if the rerolled test is failed, each model performs its melee attacks and then the unit is destroyed. So I only have one model left,
Yeah.
which basically means I'm going to do 2 attacks and then grind as well because it's also a melee
Yeah,
attack.
sure. Yeah.
So 4 up to hit, it's only 1. Then it's going to be 5 up to wound, and I make none. And I
Oh,
make none.
these guys.
Oh yeah.
The
I mean, they were
tank
in a
goes
bad
in.
spot.
Sure.
hmm
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ugly. So they pop, and at this point, I suppose you get to either overrun or to pivot on the spot.
Yeah, well, I mean, as it's only turn 2, I think I'm going to overrun and get into your backfield and see if that sort of helps me out for the future.
Right.
So,
I think you are quite safe. You're quite safe when it comes to to this guy, to the impassable. Oof.
always a good thing. So I'm going to overrun and see how far I get. I get a whopping 11 uh, there.
Yeah.
So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Incredible. And
Nice.
what resets it? Naught. Yeah. There we go. So Chariot, absolutely smashing it. Well done, mate. Very, very good. So we move over
Respect.
to the Chosen. We'll go left to right. Why not?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
the Chosen are absolute beasts. But can they take on
Oh,
a
yeah.
big Gribbly? That's the big question. So these Chosen, I'll try and get it on the screen. There's the stat there. So they've got 3 attacks each. And support. What is support? When it's around.
Basically, the second rank doesn't have to worry about the restriction to one supporting attack only.
Yeah, well. So in total, with 6 of them, because of the support rule, they have 18 attacks, which is crazy. Crazy in this game. That's a whopping amount of attacks. I have offensive 6 versus your defensive. I'll get it on screen as well. For the Forsaken of 2, which is a difference of 4.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if that's right, and I've got my maths right, that's hitting on 2s.
Indeed, that's correct.
So I'll leave the Forsaken one there. But it is Res 6 with 6 HP and a 5 up Aegis versus my Strength 5 AP 2. But that won't really matter. We have 18 attacks. So the first 9 attacks, I guess, hitting on 2s. So we're just trying to avoid those 1s. And for the most part, we did. 8 getting through is very, very good. I think I'm just going to roll you off the park. I am lucky 6s after rolling. So let's just
And this is
mind
the
that.
army you design. So with those
Yes,
dice
yeah,
and
yeah.
your design, unstoppable.
Absolutely. So 8 from the first 9 isn't a bad start. And a second 8 from the. So 16 out of 18 to hit. Very, very, very good. Doing well so far. Strength 5, though, against your res of 6 means I'm wounding on 5s. So with the first 8, I'm wounded on 5s. Looking for as many 5s as I can, please. And we get 2 from the first one. That's pretty good. From the second lot, let's see how many we get. None. This is here we go. But 2 big ones against your 5 up Aegis.
Yep. So let's see what I can do here. This will be fun if I managed to. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
there's
lucky.
1.
I'm
Very
lucky here.
nice.
I suffer 1. Yes, very
Cool.
nice.
Oh, I respect that a lot. So it's over to that's all my attacks now. So there was a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
Over to you now. See what you can do against me. And let's see what this
Yeah.
Forsaken
So
can
this
do.
guy has 0 attacks. 0
Yes.
attacks, but he has D3 plus 3 grind attacks with strength 6 and AP 2. All right. So let's do just that. I think I could see a 3-sided die here. So let's do this one. It's going to be, yes, 1, of course, plus 3, it's 4. And it's going to be strength 6 versus your chosen resilience of 4. So that's going to be
Win on
4,
twos.
and it's that one on 2s.
Yeah.
And I roll a 1, and my AP is 2, and
Okay.
your chosen has armor 3. So we're going to look at 3 armors saved at 6s.
So only 3 6s I need. So happy days.
Yeah,
Probably get all of them. Oh,
almost there, almost there, almost there.
so yeah, not quite. But so it's one guy dead outright, and another guy takes 1 wound.
Yep.
Oh, thank you very
You have
much.
it.
Because
You
they've got
have it.
2 wounds each, as
Yep.
which is why I like them so much. In terms of wounds, it's 3-1 to you.
It is, and I would say you have the charge and you have a rank.
Yeah. So, in Essence of War, for people that don't know, you don't need 5 wide. You just need to have the actual second rank, and you don't need a full ranked additional rank to claim the bonus. That's right, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah,
So
cool.
basically, there's a draw.
It is a draw, yeah, because I lose by 2 on the wounds, but I'm up by 2 on the thing. So, yeah, round 2, 1 guy dead. And that's the noise he makes as well. Yeah, ready to take some batter in there. But we're not done in this combat round. we've still got another guy
Yeah.
over here. And
Gonna have to have lots of fun with this one. It's gonna be
yeah,
brutal.
Feldrat.
Me.
Sorry, the players versus the Warhounds. So the players, if we look over to their screen, have only one attack each, but they do have devastating charge, +1 strength and AP. So they're now actually strength 5, AP 1, and they're offensive 4 against now you're offensive 2. Didn't actually matter, did it? But it was fun to get a spell off. So we have 5 attacks hitting on 3s and now wounded on 2s. So hitting on 3s, the hard bit, you would say. Oh yeah, quite hard.
Oh.
Don't see out of that. But they are wounded on a 2, so as long as we avoid a oh goodness me. One wound.
Interesting.
One wound, AP
That is
1.
that is very interesting. Okay. That's something I might be able to deal with to some extent. All right. So I'm gonna have my 9 attacks. They're gonna be offense 2 and strength 3.
Yeah.
Right. So it's gonna be 9 attacks, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s, and then you're gonna have your armor 4 up, which is fantastic for
Yeah, still
players.
pretty good. Still pretty good.
Well,
4s and 4s and 4s.
all right. So the first round of 4s. And okay, nice. I rolled 5. Second round of 4s. No way. I rolled 3.
3.
Crazy.
Yeah, nice, nice. And so I've got 3 4-up saves. Can we at least draw the combat? And with 2 wounds. You are
I find this inappropriate.
yeah, no, very funny. So it is 2-1 to you actually, but I get the charge. But you have a rank.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, you have 0 ranks since you are a harasser. You know, a harasser basically is the single ward equivalent of light troops. So, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I win by 1.
Yep, you win by 1, and I will test. I'll just get it on screen for people. On a discipline 8 -1 down to a 7, and I could be running here. I could be running with a big roll, and I am.
Definitely can. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna pursue because this looks like a good way to get out of harm's way. So yeah, Swiss strike for you, Swiss strike for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So can I get away now? Is the fleeing in? Oh, that's a yeah, middle-ish.
It's 6. It's a 6, and here we have a 8 and 8.
Smashed it. So this unit, unfortunately for me, gets deleted.
Nah. I wonder whether the shots would have been more effective against this unit.
Yeah,
but the point is that when you see warhounds, like 2 ranks in Essence of War means so much more than we are used to, right? In the big game. So it's 8 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, not quite a fun.
And I think that takes it over to you. It started off so well.
Yeah, well, the rolling is fantastic in this game, I have to say.
Yeah,
We are all... yeah, but well done with the Forsaken and the Chariots. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, especially for you, not for my Forsaken.
Hey, it's all fun. It's all fun.
Nice.
Like I often say to people, I can't bemoan other people's luck with the luck I have. So.
But it was quite epic because, like, there was a nice unit that I had there, and just no chance. But good. So what am I gonna do now? Well, I'm gonna charge phase.
I'm just gonna quickly go do something, but I'll leave you to talk through your charges and roll it. I'm very happy for him to do it. Be back in 1 second.
Absolutely. All right. So let's start from the far side. I have a unit of 4 Forsworn, and I suppose they have no choice but to charge into the flayers, I suppose. Not a big fan of that, but I'm very close. So yes, that's charge number 1, and it is also an automatic charge if the charge reaction is hold. Then we have to determine whether these charges are on the flank or on the front. And as you can see here, the fallen are in the flank of the chosen, and I would argue that the Doom Lord also happens to be in the flank of the chosen. So it's two flank charges, and basically they will be both automatically in, as well as the Warhounds, they cannot charge anyone.
Yeah,
Now, is it a good
thankfully.
idea?
Otherwise, they might have torn me up. Goodness me.
I think that I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense to put everything into the chosen. I'm going to give you lots of
Yeah.
quality attacks that you can divert into the fallen there. So maybe that's not a good call. Maybe one is enough actually. Maybe I shouldn't be going there. But at the same time, fallen are so cute. They have like 25 attacks each, 3 attacks each. Uh, just AP
Yeah, a lot of
AP1.
attacks. A lot of attacks.
I think I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go with the. I think I'm just gonna go with the Doom mode.
Yeah.
Let's try and free up some strategic, some tactical options instead. Yeah, because there's a unit there in the back. I would have wanted to deal with your chariot with my Doom Lord, but I don't think I'm positioned in the appropriate way.
Yeah.
So essentially, what I'm saying here is an auto charge with the Doom Lord in the flank
Yep.
of the chosen. I'm assuming that ranks are not going to be an issue. Well, the harassers, the fallen anyway, so it doesn't really count. And then you're going to have the benefit of choice when it comes to the Forsworn coming into the flayers. Do you want to flee with that one?
Yeah, so I can't stand and shoot because there's no such thing.
Yeah.
But I will. I know. I'm just gonna sit there and hope I can do one wound. My plan is to do one wound there. Kill one of your guys.
More than respectable goal. And then I'm not going to charge. I'm going to charge with a fallen inside of this guy's actually.
Yeah.
That's a front, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm gonna charge these warriors in the front. That doesn't sound wise. Okay, so those are my charges. I'm gonna move these guys in. Basically, this guy can go here. Do I want to? Do I want to put it on the opposite side? Do I want to be close to you? Or do I want to be further away from you? To hell with it. To absolutely to hell with it.
Oh, he's just
Let's
He's
get
like, well, he might not get that charge either. This guy's a bit slow at the minute.
Let's find out. I'm curious. I'm curious about this. Okay,
Yeah.
this all units with no ranks, so they don't count for those purposes. So maybe
Yeah.
these fallen.
Yeah.
No, they're not in a bad spot after all. So that's my charge phase. Sorry, I forgot. I have to move these guys in, and I think this is one of those moments where the 25.
Sure.
Yeah, the quarter of an inch might be helpful. So let's do this, and yeah, I'm gonna try and align, yeah, like so.
Very
Okay,
nice.
so
Very nicely done.
I think we have, yeah, everybody in contact. This was just for the distance. These are my wounds, wound as well. All right, then we are into the movement phase. And in the movement phase, all I'm trying to achieve with these boys here, well, it's not all I'm trying to achieve, but
Yeah.
let's see if I can do a couple of things here. So I don't need. Do I need the 0.25 now? I don't need the 0.25. No. So let's do one. Ooh la la. That was a silly idea. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then 6.25, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that works. So that's 10.25 in total. So I can do I forgot to reset, of course, because I'm dumb. So this is 10.5. This is 11, and this is 12.
Look at that. Wonderful.
So this is falling into place. What about these guys? Now I'm gonna reset because I can't be that dumb twice in the same phase. In the same turn, absolutely, but in the same phase, come on. So this time I'm gonna do. I have movement 16 with these guys, and do I want to activate maximum power? March plus 6. Do I want to match? Do I want to match 24 now?
Oof. Well, save
That would
it
be
for
like
the
hmm?
strength.
No,
Surely.
right? It's a pretty thing. Just because it's epic, not because it's particularly useful. I'm gonna suffer into the hindering terrain, but it's gonna be
It
epic. So let's do that.
would. It would. Yeah.
So
Very
that's
quick.
why I reset the movement counter, so I can do 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Nice.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Look at that.
24.
Look at that.
Bellissimo. I think that all of them managed to get the dangerous rain as they should, and that's what the crown is there for. So let's go for
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Nine. How many ones? How many ones? How many do we lose? We lose two.
Two.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate. It's
Two
it's
of them.
less than
They didn't die. They
25%.
just wandered off in the woods.
Yeah, they just decided to take a pit stop, let's say, next to one of these trees. They're dogs after all. Okay, so who's next? I think we don't have any more movement. We don't have magic because we don't do that kind of stuff. We don't have shooting because we don't do that kind of stuff either. So let's go into combat.
Yeah, man.
And I think that I don't, even with my best hopes, I don't think I can do anything of great value here. So let's begin with the Forsworn
Sure.
against the Flayer, shall we? All
Yeah.
right.
So my
So my Forsworn
players.
are already 4.
So my flayers are agility 1.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, Does that does that compute for you, Agility One?
Uh, unless there's some sort of great weapon type thing there, which it doesn't seem like
It,
there is. But yeah, maybe that's a bit wrong. But all good.
I don't think it should be. I think it should be 3, like the barbarians, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right. So at least I'll make a note to double check
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
later
Yeah.
on. But I would say it shouldn't be Agility 4 like the Force one.
No. 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 Either way. You're first.
All right. So I'm going to go in with 4 guys. They have 2 attacks each. The guys in the back, they also do full attacks because of support.
Yep.
I have offense 5. You have defense 4. I have strength 4. You have resilience 3. So it's going to be 8 attacks
Yeah.
hitting on what am I looking at?
Threes.
Hitting on
Threes and
threes,
threes.
hitting on threes. So I am, however, noticing that I have fear. So let's remember that you have a -1
Oh yeah.
uh, discipline. That's because you're not fearless. You have rampage, which is the one word
Yeah.
equivalent of battle fever. So you have rerolling panic and break tests. So yeah, good. All
Yeah.
right,
Great.
that should set it. Let me check. 8 attacks, hitting on threes, wounding on threes. Sweet, I like
Oof.
this. It's 4 failed, and then wounding on threes is gonna be
Oh,
4 in.
nice. Cool.
My
And that's
AP is
AP one.
1.
Cool. So my so 4 up goes to 5 up. You've got
Mhm.
grind as well, or is that agility naught? Do you say?
I have grind, but it's agility 0. Yeah.
Sure. So I get 1 death. 1 death.
AP 1.
Oh, 2 deaths. 2 deaths.
Right.
Not a
That's
4 up. Yep.
AP. Yeah, armor 3. Correct. Hi. Yeah.
Right, so
So
my 3
now what do
attack
we do?
backs.
Go for it.
Yeah, so that's it's gonna be 4s and 5s. No, 4s and 4s
Mhm.
actually, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. You're
So
also in 4.
2. Yeah. 2 get through, and 1 gets through. It's AP naught though, so can I get through the armor?
All right. So these guys, they don't have the
This is the 1
shield.
wound.
They don't have the spikes. All right.
Oh,
They
thank
don't have the
goodness.
spikes. Yep. So armor 4.
Yeah, so 3
So
up.
let's see what happens here. 3 up. And I roll
Ah,
a
no way!
1. Congrats. Very
Absolutely,
appropriate.
moral
Very,
victory.
very appropriate. Like. Okay, so with that in mind, it's gonna be 2 wounds for me, plus the
You've
charge, plus
still
the
got
rank.
grind though.
I still got the grind. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. Something that I haven't understood is if grind operates with support. I'm gonna say
Sure,
no
yeah.
in this case,
Okay.
but when it comes to units which have support, I'm gonna want to double check the interactions there. But in this case, it's gonna be a no support,
Yeah, sure.
no grind. So let me do 2 of these guys. They're going to be wounding on 3s, and you're going to be saving on 5s.
Yeah, man.
And I make 2.
Nice. Very good. So 2 more 5 ups, please. I get 1. I get
Oh,
1.
amazing.
I'll take
Okay.
that.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
I think this guy looks like he should die first.
So it's 3 to
So
1, charge and rank.
yeah, so down by
So I win
1.
by 4. Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am yeah, within him, so that's good.
Yeah.
So that means I'm spin 9, I want to say. Yep. Down to 5, and rampage gives me reroll break tests. I didn't do all the other ones, but I forgot.
Yep.
So let's go. Needed a 5. Not the start I needed,
Oopsies.
but we'll get it on the reroll, I'm sure. Oh no. Okay.
Almost,
Not
almost,
not quite. Yeah,
almost,
on 1 dice I
almost.
did.
So what am I gonna do here? What do I wanna? Am I gonna be in trouble if I overreact? I don't think I can worry too much about that. So I am gonna pursue because I don't want this
Sure, yeah.
fast unit going for the objectives.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can get away then. And let's see. With an 11,
Ooh,
I may
ooh
well.
la
I
la la
may
la,
well. Yeah.
ooh la la. You probably shall. It's only an 8 for me. Ah,
Okay. So
that was a bad outcome on my side, but I'm not gonna retry.
so if I go. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. I'll reset that,
Ooh,
and
look
I will
at
turn around though. So oh,
that.
here we go.
All right, that's 8 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, sorry, I
Uh,
didn't
the
mean to.
reset, but yeah, 6 plus 2,
Yeah,
we can still
yeah,
manage.
yeah.
Now that we have the
Just
smart
about.
system, we've managed to liberate the mental energy to do a 6 plus 2. I'm gonna move this guy's
Sure.
like so it's a bit more comfortable for you later on to use. All right,
Great.
and pick them up and pick them down. Good. What else? Well, we have a big fight over here, I suppose.
Yes. Yeah,
So
the big one.
let's do that, I say. So my Doom Lord is agility 5, and your chosen are agility 5.
Yes. So if I
And
go first, then you can do all of your attacks. Uh, just remembering that the Doom Lord. I'm gonna attack the Doom Lord where I can.
all right,
So I think I've got 2 guys that could go against the Doom Lord.
totally 6 attacks.
Yeah. So 6 attacks. So I'll put him there. Just so we know. So yeah, I'll do 6 attacks. You know what? As chosen do actually, I'll put 1 guy. This guy is just gonna I'm gonna see if I can do it. Yeah.
Oh,
Face
I'm
you on
sorry.
his
I'm
own.
sorry, it's not letting you.
That's okay.
Bloody
He's his own
yes.
champion. He's after the big man's job. So he's going to see if he can take you on his own. He's going to do 3 attacks on his own. Now
Mhm.
his offensive is 6. Yours is going to be 7 at least, isn't it?
Oh, the Doom Lord is defense 6,
Okay. So
but,
it's
but
4s either
offensive.
way. Yeah, 4s
Hmm.
either way. So I hit once, but maybe that's enough. Strength 5 against
Nice.
Res 5.
Res 5.
Yeah, does it do it? It does with AP2.
Oh,
Is that enough
sweet.
to do a wound?
Maybe
He
too.
can
That's
tell all his
amazing.
friends about that.
Well done. Well done. So this is what I would roll a 5 or a 6. This one. This is the place
Yeah,
to
this
do
is
this, right? Exactly.
yes,
Because I have the spikes. And that
absolutely
means that this beautiful attack that you just made is going to go onto
straight back
yourself.
at it. Yeah, nice.
So wounding on a 3, and then you're going to be able to save it on a 6.
Yeah.
So do I wound with a counter attack on a 3? That would have been
Oh,
too cheesy. So no, quite epic
very
though.
good
Lots of
though.
meta.
Very good. Yeah. So my other 4 guys are going against the big beastie. A bit of redemption. So it's 12 attacks. So we'll do 2 lots of
Mm-hmm.
6. Hit on 2s, like we said before. Again, 1 guy misses from the
Mm-hmm.
first lot, and from the second
Mm-hmm.
lot, another one. So we're down from 12 to 10. So we'll do 2 lots
Mm-hmm.
of 5, and it's wounded on 5s. So last time we got 2. Let's see how we can get on this time. So 1 from the first lot,
Oh, I would have
and
loved a little bit more carnage.
2,
I was on your side.
3.
All right,
So
3.
on
Okay,
the 5s,
good,
yeah,
good.
that's pretty good.
Respect that. We respect that.
Yeah.
Ages 5 up, 3 of them. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, nice,
So
very nice.
it's one. It's a lucky 4 second. It's a lucky 4 second. All right. So 1 wound in this
Yeah,
context.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that. Cool.
Yeah.
I believe it's all over to you. He's chosen. May have met their match.
So let's find out. Let's see. Let's see. The spikes didn't do much so far, but I'm gonna have 5 attacks, and they're gonna be hitting on 3s, and they're gonna be wounding on 3s.
Yeah,
Right?
so two
Correct. Hitting on
yours.
3s and wounding on 3s.
Yeah,
My
that's
AP
right.
is 2, so you're gonna be saving on 6s. And then I also have a grind. So let's first check my 5 hits on 3s. I fail 1, but that's going to be the
Nice,
grind.
nice. Yeah.
So let's go with 5 at 3s to. Well, that's
Oh my
spectacular.
goodness!
Isn't this fantastic? Look at that.
Wow.
And and you're going to save it on a 6.
On a 6,
Come
of
on.
course. Yeah.
You can
Come on,
save it on a
baby.
6.
Come on,
Show
baby.
me,
Here's
show
the
me.
6.
Show me,
Yeah.
show me.
Not quite. Not quite.
Okay.
So there's the 1
Okay.
wound, and this guy is dead.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so that means that now I should be dealing with the grind from the Forsaken. It's going to be D3 plus 3, Strength 6, AP 2. So can I roll again a 1 this time? Let's see. No, this time I roll a 3. So it's going to be
Nice.
6 wounding on. Ouch, it's going to be 6 wounding on 2s this time. Okay. 6 wounding on 2s. Look at those ones. Look at those
Oh
ones.
my
All right.
days. Oh my days. But it's
And you have
3.
6s.
Yeah, all on 6s. So can we get some 6s, please? Oh, no.
All right.
So
Good.
that is 1 guy, 1 taking a wound. So it's in total it's 3. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No, 4 wounds. You did 4 wounds.
No, it's 4
Sorry.
wounds total.
Yeah.
4 wounds total, and so importantly, the rank that was the annoying bit there. So yeah, now
So
this
4-1
is
in wounds, and of course you've got the charge and a flank as well.
yeah. So basically, flank counts 2. So I'm up by 6, I suppose.
Yeah, man. So I am on a 3 though, because I'm within range of my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But what does favoured? give me. Reroll break test, yeah, absolutely. So needed a 3 on 2 dice. I get 2 chances at this. Let's go. There's the 2 6s I needed for the Amazon.
Oh, out of the way.
Quite. Hey, we do the opposite though. We do the opposite. We get a 3. We stick around. Oh,
Almost, almost,
4.
almost. Very close, very
4,
close.
very close, but good fun.
Mm,
So yeah, we are running, and I guess at this point, you choose direction.
yep, yep. So, well, in this scenario, I don't think I want to beat around the bush if my guy can go forward like this. Do I hit you if I bring my
Oh, it's close. Yeah, I think you
contact?
do. I think you do.
I do. Okay. Well, so in that case, this is going to be the direction, I
Yep.
suppose. I have to do that. They're going to be fleeing. Forsworn can charge. Okay, good. Let's. This done? No, because I have the warhounds on the. Okay, good. Let's go in this direction. I
Yeah, sure. Okay.
shall.
So how far do I flee? How much do you have to catch? Are you going with both? Sorry.
I'm going with both. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So I go a
Ooh,
whopping 4. Can you catch me?
open four.
So,
Ooh. So this is the Doom Lord. See? See
oh,
how things work?
nice,
Stops
nice.
at 4. This is mental.
So
This is really mental.
dead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But the Doom Lord did it.
And I will rotate it in a moment
Yeah, yeah.
because now I want to go with the Forsaken. And the Forsaken, does it have Swift Stride? It does. Okay, I was worried that the erratic made me confused because it's
Sure, yeah.
working differently, but it's fine. So what am I gonna say? This guy is 3d6, and you see it's 4 again. Can you believe
4.
that?
Goodness
One,
me.
two, three,
Slow.
4. Okay, that's fantastic. That's
Yeah,
this
nice.
is
But
really
I
sitting
mean,
in
this.
front of the warriors with a
Yeah,
prelate.
yeah.
Can't even
So this
see.
unit is very surrounded by pretty much a whole army, apart from the chariot going off and doing his thing. So yeah, so on to turn 3 now, I guess.
Brilliant. I'm gonna leave you for a couple of minutes so you can guide the
Yeah,
viewers through what you want to do next, and I
yeah,
will
sure.
see and cry when I'm back. See you in a second.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, viewers, I think there's nothing else for it really. We have to go straight forward into this guy, and it's going to be an auto charge. We have our Lord versus his, and we're going to go straight in and just push him up into that. There's no other thing for it really. Just make sure that's in line. It is. In terms of rallying, we see if we can rally these guys on their leadership. We'll do that online as well. On a 7, they do rally. Fantastic. They're just gonna, just sit and take the music. I think really, just go. You know what? We'll go there again. On to remaining moves, and this guy wants to just turn around, I think, and just say, "All right, we're let's do this. Let's do this." Which takes us on to magic, and I will take one out of this. We'll put it right up next to us so we can see in a second, and it's a 5 and 4. So I have 5 dice versus his 4 dice. Like I said, there's not a lot else to do really in terms of movement or anything, but we do have some dice left. We also can shoot as well, and that could potentially help us out against the Forsaken coming in a little bit. Would allow us to kind of turn around, I guess. But this is the big combat, and if we take a look in the top right, the left hand side, on his Doom Lord has offensive 7, defensive 6, compared to my chosen Lord, who is 8 and 7, and obviously has the no armor saves thing. So I think I'm in a good spot there against his dude. We'll see. We'll see. It could always help though. Increasing mine to 9 and him down to 5 though would help me wound on 2, hit on 2s. Sorry, so I'll be hit on 2s, wounded on 4s. Spectral Blades obviously with rerolls to wound on this unit would just be insanely good as well. So both of those would work. And with only 5 dice, I've only really got 2 chances at them. If we take a look at the magic as well, which I think is slightly above. Yeah, so we've got Spectral Blades here, which is a 6+. Rot Within, which is a 6+. Both of those easily castable within 3 and potentially 2 as well. So I could chuck 2 at this and 3 at that one. Or go all in and try and go for 1 spell with 5 dice. What would you do, folks? What would you do? I've got Grave Calls, which could help me, but realistically, I think at this point, if I go into there, that'll be enough. So I think if I get a buff on, that should help. So let's cancel out Grave Calls. Do we go Rot Within? Or do we go Spectral Blades, both of which are an option?
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
It's always
of
yes.
course.
The answer is always
it was an
yes.
alternative question. It wasn't a polar question. Of course.
So to catch you up, I charged, I turned around with the chariot and I rallied with the flayers. So we'll see if that matters, if that makes a difference at all in the rest of the battle. We're on to magic and I pulled up the 5 and 4. So I have the option really of whether I do 2 spells and get greedy or just go 1. And I think the chance to roll 5 dice is too much for me. So I'm going to roll 5 dice.
Just once again, I don't want to influence the decision process. It's just reminding you that you can use the snapcasts where you can decide to only use 2 dice, and then I'm going to get a -1, for example, if you cast a single spell.
Yeah, sure. But I think what I'll do is, because I get an extra dice, so if I do Snapcast, we have the same amount of dice, don't we?
We do. You just have this -1 modifier.
Yeah, so I won't use the Snapcast because I get an extra dice in a minute if I use 5 dice versus 4. And I think that's better than the -1. So I'm going to use Spectral Blades on this warrior unit with 5 dice, hoping for a big roll, but not a triple, because I don't want to tempt fate. And that's exactly what I've got with a 19 and no triple. Fantastic. So Spectral Blades looking like you're going, unless you get this roll with 4 dice.
I have no choice but press the button. Press the button I do, but 19 I do not.
I'll just take a look at this token as well. It's pretty cool. So good magic phase in terms of that from my point of view. I'm going to put this back on there. And we go into the shooting phase. I've rallied, so I can't shoot. So we go on to the combat phase, and there is only 1 combat phase here, and it is a big one. Yeah, absolutely. So we took a little brief look at the stats earlier. You have agility of 5. I have agility of 7. So I'm going first. I have 5 attacks. I have offensive 8 and strength 5. So my 5 attacks will be hitting you on 3s and wounding now with a reroll on 4s. So the big one is, can I get the hits off really to give me a chance to do some damage? Of course, I have Shield Breaker as well, which means you have no armor save to this. So the big one is certainly the hits. Can I hit on a 3+? Here we go. And it's looking pretty good with 4 out of 5 hits. But some wounds need to be done. So it's on 4s, but I do get a reroll on this. So fingers crossed. 4 hits. To start off with, 1 gets through, which is good. But we have the reroll for the other 3. Can I get a few more? I get 2 more. So 3 in total.
Fantastic.
3 in total. AP6. So go straight through your armor.
It's amazing.
And leaves you on, as we can see, 1 wound left, I believe. Unless you have a Aegis that I don't know.
I do not. I do not. I'm out. I'm out
Okay.
there. Only armor 4. Yeah, that's it. 4 HP, and that's all it is.
Yeah,
Not much more to say.
brutal from the Lord.
Fantastic.
You are agility
I mean,
5.
Chosen Lord, Shipbreaker, and Spectral Blades, like fantastic. Oh, what
Yeah,
the
what a
hell?
combo.
Beautiful.
My Warriors are only agility 4 though, so you do go before them.
Yep.
Before I have a
Yep.
chance there.
Yep. So that's going to be 5 attacks at offense 6. Sorry, offense 7. Event. And I don't think I should be going on your Chosen Lord, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't think that should be my play. So let's go and see what I can do on your warriors. They have defense 5, rest 4, armor 3, and so that's gonna be, yeah, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and you're gonna be saving on 4s. Yeah, no, on 5s. You're gonna be saving on 5s.
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
3, and 5.
3, 3, 5.
3, 3, and 5, and I have 5 attacks. Let's go. 3, and I make 4.
Nice.
3 again. Pretty. Look at that.
Ooh, yeah. So
So it's only
2 and
2, and you're
on
sitting on.
5s. No, but it is
Sorry,
2 wounds. So that's good.
you are. What's Warriors? Armor 3. So you
Yeah.
save on 6s. Yeah.
Oh, either way,
But
you
it
did.
doesn't make a choice.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just. All right.
And then my Warriors, I guess. So if I put him there, I get 5 guys to attack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is
Correct.
these guys actually. Offensive. These are the paired weapons though. So I have 3, 6 in the front, 7, 8, 9 in the back. So 9 attacks is pretty nice. We got to do 1 more wound, have we?
Mm-hmm. Only one. Only one.
Well, with offensive 6, I am actually hitting you. I think on a 3.
No, I'm defense 6 as well.
Oh, you defense 6. Okay, good. 4s.
Yeah.
Cool. So 4s to hit, and we get 4. So that's pretty good. Strength
Nice.
4, res 5. So we're looking
Uh-huh.
for some 5s to give
Uh-huh.
a chance. And we've got 1 6 there, AP 1. So your
That's a
3
6.
up armor goes
Lovely.
to 4 up armor. It's a 50-50.
But wait, don't you have the special blades?
Oh, I do. Yeah,
They work on the entire unit.
it
Give
does.
me,
So
give me a couple more. Give me a couple more.
no, no more.
Ah.
Only 1. It's because I forgot. That's what always happens. If you forget.
Justice.
Just
Sense
one.
of
But
justice.
hey, it makes it more epic. A 50-50. Does he go down on a 4
Four
up?
up. 4 up. Let's go. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh,
Yeah,
it
take your bets
saves
now. And it's a
and it activates the
save.
spikes. Yeah, it activates the spike. So it's gonna be a strength 4 versus your res 4.
Yep.
So it's gonna be another 4 up, which hits.
Which hits this
And
time.
now it's gonna be a 5 up armor for you.
5 up, but I got 4. There's another one dead. Another one bites the dust.
Finally, the spike did something.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sweet.
So that
like
makes it.
this.
Well, I would say 3-3, but you've got a grind.
I'm gonna do last grind, right? So strength
Yeah.
5, AP 2. This is a bit better than the other one. So I'm gonna wound on a 3 if I manage, and I do not. That would have been too much.
Okay.
3-3, but you charged,
Yeah.
and you have a rank.
Yeah.
So it's -2 for me.
-2, yeah.
-2. Starting from the 9. However, I am exiled, so there's still 5 attacks with a grind that might happen if I fail this twice in a row. Which I, at this point, with 1 wound left, I'm kind of hoping, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, so do I fail the first time? Do I fail the first break test? I don't, because I said what I hoped.
Good.
And
yeah.
That was such a dumb move. Like, who does that? Okay, good. Right.
Right,
Nice.
great.
Good. I'm keeping
Clean
you.
this
I'm
up.
pinning you in place.
Very much so.
Oh,
With all this happening, onto your turn. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out.
nice. All right. So in my turn 3 in the charge phase, I think these guys don't see exactly your guys. I don't know whether they would have had the movement that they needed anyway. So that's out. What about this warrior here? If I can move it for just a second,
Yeah, yeah.
are we in the rear
You're
of
absolutely in
this
the rear
unit?
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely in the rear.
So that's a different bonus in charging the rear. That's a different +2.
Yeah.
So given the number of attacks that are available, and given the fact that everything else will be in, I don't think I should be squeamish about this. I think I should bring as many as I can. Warhound. What about the objective? I don't think I worry too much about the objective. So I am going to charge. The only thing I think is the fleeing of the flayers here. Hmm. That could be the only thing I should keep in mind. Uh, yeah, but also, no. What about the chariots? Do I have to think about the chariots? Do I have to think about the chariot? Well, let's charge the flayers with my forsworn. What do you want to do there?
I'm absolutely going to hold.
All right, good, good. Okay, then I think I'm gonna have fun and bring everybody in.
Yeah,
Fallen.
yeah.
I shall go in, and given the distance, it's an auto in as well.
Yeah, I think they're all
And
auto. Yeah.
this guy's +2. I mean, it's gonna be attacks. It's gonna be cheesy attacks. You have pet weapons. This is such a bad idea. I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do actually in my charge phase,
Sure.
because then the fourth one is going to happen. It's going to do something in the movement phase, and here I'm going to do like a tiny little bit of a pivot, and then I'm going to try and do more than a triple one.
Yeah.
See
Oh,
when
mate,
it's
look at that.
necessary,
Really wants it.
steps out. So basically, everybody's in. Oh, maybe I should have moved the units first, but I mean, not
No,
that it makes
you're all good.
any difference. But yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
move them in, move them in.
So let's bring this
This is what
guys
Warriors
in.
want. A punch up.
I have to say, this is probably the bloodiest game I've ever played in this new rules. And I have to say, between you and I and these two armies, how could it have been any different?
I know, yeah.
Uh, we can also play Highburn versus Highburn and play a completely
Ooh.
different kind of
Yeah,
game.
I know, it would
We're,
be very different.
we're role playing today. We're role playing. All right. Look at the beauty of this.
Look
Bye
at
bye,
that.
Doom Lords.
Hungry.
I don't think
Zoom
you're
in
gonna
as
be.
well. This is who cares about objectives? It is about killing.
Man. Very pretty. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, I think we're gonna do the small combat first.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do the small combat? Let's do the small combat first. Just skip 2 phases again, and once again, my Forsworn are agility 4. We decided that your flayers are agility 3.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna do
Absolutely.
six attacks. I'm gonna be hitting on 3s. I'm gonna be wounding on 3s as well,
Yeah, nice.
and you're gonna be saving on 6s.
Yeah. The way I like it.
So 6 attack hitting on 3s. I fail 1 wounding
Nice.
on 3s. I fail 2. So you have
Okay,
3
okay.
6-ups.
3 6s. 3
I
and
can
6
see
is
it
dead.
happen.
Oh,
Ah,
no.
all right.
No, we are
Okay.
out of there. Dead as a doornail.
As the song said, just my imagination.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now I get to pivot on the spot, and I think that this is, I guess,
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is. I think if I do this, I'm going to be in trouble. I won't be in trouble, actually. So let's do this.
Perfect.
Okay. And then we go to the big one, and something tells me that I should just wait for your agility 27 guy to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
something.
absolutely. So uh,
Mm.
let's get the Chosen Lord first. So we have 5 attacks. It's going all on your Doom Lord, only because he has to. Um, so
Ah,
5 attacks, hitting on 3s. And
amazing.
he is not scared one bit, apparently.
Amazing.
Wounded on 4s with a reroll, which he needs. He needs.
Ooh.
Oh, did he get? Yeah, I can't remember. But it is on the re-roll. Thankfully, I get 3 through, and that is
Oh,
enough to see
spectacular.
him off with his last wound.
Spectacular. That's all we needed. All right. So this counter is going to be, yeah, it's going to be like an important counter, the whole thing. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Counts as one.
yeah. I am agility 4 with my warriors. I'll just put that on screen for people. And
Oh
so
yes.
yeah,
Oh yes. So I have 4 for the fallen, and then I have 4 for the dogs as well.
great. We're all at the same time. So if I go, you
Yeah,
can do them, and then yeah, you can do your Forsaken as well, all at the same time as well. So even though
absolutely.
I'll go first, this is at the same time, and I think so. I've got 3 that go forwards on the Forsaken.
Hmm.
Is that
Hmm.
right? I've got
Hmm.
1 that goes to the side against the
Hmm.
Fallen, and 2 that go backwards against the Warhounds.
I have to
Is that right?
say, I believe I should have put the Forsaken. It would have been possible to do this because my guy was 40 millimeters. So
Okay.
I
Sure, if that's
suppose
okay.
you
I think that's
contacted there.
I might have
There's
already
another
thought
guy.
he was in. So yeah. So I think it's 3. So 1, 2, 3 against the Forsaken.
Ah, all right.
1
So that's
against the
the. I thought
Fallen.
that you were considering this. Okay, yeah, sure, of
Yeah, no
course. You're
worries.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, if that's all right. So I'll do against Forsaken first. So that's 9
Mm-hmm.
attacks because they have 3 each. Offensive 6. So I'm actually hitting on 2s
Mm,
because you're
yummy.
defensive 2, right?
Yeah, with that guy, I'm defensive too.
Yeah, so let's give that a go. Any ones? There's a couple of ones, but not too bad otherwise.
Hmm.
So 7
Huh?
hit. Red strength 4, res 6 though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Means I'm looking for some lucky 6s. Luckies. Oh no, not to me, not this
No.
time. But that's okay because then we go 1 guy against the Fallen to the side and an offensive 6. So I'm hitting you on 3s with 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think. What's your Fallen's defensive skill? It's not 2, is it?
Well, it is
Oh, it
defensive too
is.
as well. It's the same. It's the
It
same too.
is. So
All right.
yeah, I'll put that on there so we can see that. So yeah, so it's 3 attacks hitting on 2s. So trying to avoid 1s that I do this time.
Ooh.
Strength 4, res 4. So 3 attacks. Wounded on 4s. And I get 1 through. Your armor is 4 up, which goes to 5 up with my AP 1.
Yeah. So can I roll a 5? I can.
Nice, nicely done.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's good.
Ridiculous.
And last but not least, my 2 guys backwards. So that's 6 attacks
Yeah.
against your Warhounds, who have a better defensive skill than the Fallen. So I'm hitting you on 3s with 6 attacks. Quite a few 2s there. So 2 go through. Strength 4, res 3. So hit wounded on 3s. And luckily for me, 2 get through,
Ah,
and 2
nice.
with no armor on
Good.
the hounds, I get my 2 wounds. So I've done all in all 3 wounds, but those hounds will attack even though they're
Yep.
dying because it's the same time.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's all over to you.
Well, there was the +2 for the how's it called, for the static. So that's all I needed really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it was dumb, but who cares? Let's go and see. Let's start from these guys. Actually, let's begin with them, and they're gonna be. We said 7 attacks. They're gonna be hitting on 4s. They're gonna be wounding on 5s, I suppose, and this is gonna be 4-up armor. So we'll say 7 attacks, hitting on 4s, and we have
Nice.
5. Ooh. But then they're going to be winning on 5s. And that's one. We
Nice.
should save
So
one on 4.
yeah, one gets through. Can I save it? I
You,
can.
yeah,
Just.
so that was basically just yeah, negating. Okay, good. Then the remaining guys that we have here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front,
Yep.
and then 4 in the rear rank. And these guys, they do not have support. So it's only going to
Sure
be
do.
3 times 4, 12 plus 4, 16 attacks.
Yep.
And with offense 5 against your defense 5 as well. Okay.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
5 is going to be a 4 up, my strength 4, your res 4, and my AP 1, your armor 3. So it's going to be, we said, 16 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, you save on 5s.
Nice.
The first 8, we have 2 failures of
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. They're up for
And
it.
to this 6, we're going to add 4. That's
Oh,
preposterous.
yeah.
It was 13 unseen,
Awesome.
previously unseen. Oof, this 13 are going to be wounding on 4s. So we have 7 here. And I do 4 here, and out of the 6s, out of the 6 dice, that's mental. It's 10
Yeah.
wounds.
Smashing it.
Ah,
10 wounds.
what? 10
Nice.
wounds.
On 5 ups.
5s, yeah.
So the first lot needed some 5s. I get 1. And then the second lot, I get a few. I get a few. So 7
Right.
die, and that is enough to kill the unit, leaving just my guy there. So
Istio.
let's see if I can do that.
Istio. So essentially, I'm going to have to. This is something that we were, yeah, discussing in terms of nudging units, and the priority would be to
Yeah,
keep the
everyone in. Yeah,
the units in, right? Exactly. So that there will be the nudge there, uh, which also means that the Forsaken now gets to
yeah,
do the entirety of the grind.
absolutely.
So I rolled the 1, I rolled the 3. How many grind attacks I'm going to roll this time? 1. Okay, 1 plus 3, that means 4, is going to be strength 6, AP 2, versus your res 5, armor 3. So it's going to be 4 hits, which are going to be wounding on 3s, and you're going to be saving on 6s.
Yeah, see if I can get
So
the
I
look on this guy's face.
hit on 3s. Look at
Is
that,
he
look at that, look
scared?
at that, look at that.
Oh
Look
my
at
days! Oh my days!
that. Please save it on a 6.
It's
Be
on
even
a
more epic.
6. On a 6. Here we go. Here we go. Save it on a 6, please.
Yes, yes,
Ah!
yes. I
Maybe that's
love
not
it.
scared face. Maybe that's not scared face. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, totally. It's just grumpy. It's just grumpy.
Yeah.
Stiff upper lip. Sweet. So after all this carnage, I think you've done 1 wound, and no, you've done
Yep.
3 wounds. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've done 7. We said
Uh,
no 6.
6. Yeah,
So I'm
6.
up by 3. But then I have +2 for flank,
Yeah,
+2 for
yeah.
rear. That's a 7, and then the rank.
So
So
8.
sorry, not the rank, the charge, because I
Yeah, the charge. Yeah,
lost the
yeah.
rank with the with the guy. So yeah, it's
I'm
basically, yeah,
auto.
it's
I'm
auto.
surrounded. Not looking good. Need a big. Yeah, well, I guess which direction is the thing, right?
Yeah, which direction? So I'm thinking this chariot is absolutely mental. So, what am I trying? What am I going to try and do here? So I will stay my course with the Forsaken,
Yep.
and I will pursue towards your deployment zone with the other two guys.
Sure. Sure. So I'm gonna need a huge roll to get past these. I mean, it's a 10. It's a 10.
Oh,
You know,
respect,
like,
respect.
yeah,
So I do have
might
Swiss
happen.
stride
Yeah.
with the warhounds. So let's see what happens here. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the warhounds first, and that's a 10
10.
because of the Swiss stride.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then I'm gonna do
You
the
tried.
fallen, and the fallen is gonna be a 6. Okay. So these guys are gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm gonna rotate them the right way, right? And then these guys, I'm gonna move them first, and then I'm gonna rotate
Yep.
so that I don't hit the
Sure,
Forsaken
yeah.
there. And we said 6, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna rotate them like
Nice.
so. This guy is gone. Thank you for your service. And this guy, well, I mean, let's random movements. That's erratic, so that's what I like here.
Absolutely.
Whatever you do with the chariots, I'm gonna try and see what happens there. But basically, this cannot claim the objective. These are already claiming the objective. Okay, so that's my turn 3.
So you're presenting your rear to my chariot? Are you?
Is that the rear? Oh, sorry.
I thought it was like a Braveheart move.
Thank you for asking. I think that disrespectful. You don't deserve this.
Yeah, you go.
It's like
There's a target there.
I'm not.
Otherwise, yeah. Right. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, utter destruction everywhere, and I think. Well, I mean, to be honest, right, my guy did pretty well
Uh,
against the sword last time, didn't he? So why
yes,
wouldn't I
totally,
just go there? Uh,
totally.
Needing a 14 in total, 13.3, and
Yep.
I mean I could just put his stats on the screen for people.
Uh,
He's got movement at 7, so I need a 7 on Swift Stride. So it's all going to come down to this, I think. Presuming you're Forsworn Fearless.
Yep. I'm gonna stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I need a 7, and I get a
No
6.
way.
And
No
so
way.
this is in the
Ouch.
balance. So let's see what. Oh no, so oh no.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
okay. So that way 1. Oh, I don't know what's happened there.
Oh, sorry. If you go back, the problem here, if you yeah, the problem is that you've selected a
Oh
token
right,
here,
okay. Cool.
so that's confusing everything. But like, we don't. I don't think we
Uh,
need to worry about
so yeah,
that.
to be honest,
This is
I'll go 5 and I'll start from there. So
yeah.
let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
I think it's
there you
3,
go.
right? Is it 5?
Oh yeah. No, you're right. You know what? I'll just
So
put it
that's
here.
exactly where you are. Oh yeah, I think it's exactly where
Yeah,
you are.
I'll do that.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, with only 3, I only have magic, and I'm good
Huh?
to still good to cast with magic with grave calls, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yep. Yep.
So at
Yep.
least there's that option. I have. I got
Yep.
a 7, and I'm not going to use 7. I'm going to do the snap cast, as you said.
Right.
So I will
Exactly.
use 4 dice to cast grave
All right.
calls. See if I
All
can
right.
on, and I'm
Grave
gonna do it
calls.
on this guy. Uh, So I'm going to use 4 dice, and you have 4 dice with a -1. Is that right? Cool.
Yep.
So we'll give it a go.
All right.
And I need some big. Oh, oh, blimey. So
So
666.
big gratitude
Yeah.
because we wanted to check the miscast rules, right? So thanks for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Exactly. All planned.
So first resolve the spell, and then we will apply the
Sure.
results of the
Uh,
miscast. I'm not gonna dispel it because I want to learn how this works.
yeah. So Grave Calls. It's a decent spell. If I put it on the screen, there it is. On a 9+, which we certainly got. 2d3, strength 5, AP2 thing. So my 2d3 is 1, 2, 3, 3 shots.
Right. All right.
And I will do strength 5, AP2 against your res 6. So looking for 5s. So we'll see if it was worth it. It was not worth it. We did 0 wounds with Grave Calls, and now we resolve the 666.
We are learning. We are learning the rules. So yep, I'm gonna show for the audience here on the screen if you want miscasts.
Yeah.
So the caster suffers a number of hits equal to the number of dice used to cast a spell, which would be 4 in your
Yeah.
case. But you are a support model, so you suffer 1 fewer hit.
Oh, okay.
Right? So units, conclave units, they suffer the full thing. Right?
Uh-huh.
And so you're gonna hit yourself on 4+. You're gonna wound yourself on 4+. But the armor penetration is equal to the number which rolled the triple, which is a 6 in your case. So
Awesome.
yep, three
Yeah,
4+ to
nice.
wound at AP6.
Yeah, I quite like that miscast. It feels good. Well,
Yeah.
obviously it feels bad, but it feels like it's impactful with what you roll, so it's good. So I roll 4 dice. With
Sorry,
my
3 because
3
it's a
dice
support.
because support, of
Yeah,
course. So strength is, I missed that. Sorry,
4+ to wound.
4+ to wound, and all of these are wounds. So ooh,
Yeah, all right.
only one. I would
Nice,
take. I
nice,
would
very
take
good.
that. And
Yeah, that's
yeah, and there is no combat. Grave Calls was rather pathetic. And over to you.
all right. Over to me. So what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna try and return the favor here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it seems like it's the appropriate. It seems like it's the appropriate thing to do. This is 13 inches. We said before. My movement is 6. I'm gonna need a 7. I think it's doable. Why not try that? I'm gonna want to try and put the Forsaken in though, and I'm wondering, can I put everybody? Since you have a 50 millimeter space and I have a
Yeah.
40 here. So you're so close to the building there, so maybe I should not charge you
But just so that you can get
because
the
otherwise,
Forsaken in, yeah, maybe.
right? That's it's a bit
Yeah.
sad, but I think I would have done both, but I don't think I'm gonna fit given how close you are to that building,
Yeah.
really. Yeah. At the same time, these are the guys that have been taunted and maimed by the chariot, so they are going in. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Your reaction? I suppose.
Absolutely holding the less. I mean, even if I could choose to flee, I would not.
And I make it. All right.
I'm
Love it.
fearless anyway, so
Right. I wanted you to have the option of saying it out loud that
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
won.
I think that would really annoy the gods if I said it and I couldn't even flee.
So
Show me
let
a
me
10.
do this for future reference, and this is 3 inches over there
Yeah, yeah,
from the boundary, and then we are going to go into the movement phase. And in the movement phase, I'm going to start by pivoting this guy in the right
yeah,
direction.
man. Yeah.
So the right direction being this one, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not gonna impact myself. I think if I do this, and then it's gonna be 3d6. 3d6, and I'm gonna roll on 27. I'm not gonna roll on
Ooh,
27. I'm gonna roll
triple.
9.
Misses.
So 9. Look at that! That's so close. That's
Yeah,
cute.
man.
That's really cute. All right. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, like that was really, really close to the self impact. Well, okay, the
So
rotation of.
with that,
of
just in terms of what was it? So you have to respect the inch gap between models.
I think you're right. I think I shouldn't be. I have to explain this in the erratic rule. I have to explain this in the erratic rule. I think to be safe, I would have left a 1 inch corridor. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
should be
sure.
doing.
Yeah,
One,
no
two,
problem.
three,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's maybe just do this. This is the very ugly discretization to 15 degrees of tabletop simulator. But 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sure.
But yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, see, like this 15 degrees, they suddenly become like
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
3 inches.
yeah.
But yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So what about the other guys? The other guys are going to just pivot, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything fancier than that. Let's just pivot like so. And let's just pivot. Yep, like so. Am I within 3? I'm within 3. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's my movement. That's my magic. That's my shooting. That's my everything.
Yeah, man.
So that's gonna be combat phase of turn 4 out of 5. And my agility with these guys is always 4, and your agility with the chosen charity is 5. 7
Yes.
attacks,
Yeah.
even no
So
impacts.
yeah.
Still horrible.
I know
Let's see
it's
what
a
happens.
lot of attacks. This guy is pretty good. Yeah, going back to 7 attacks. Offensive is 6. Your defensive is 4, 5, 5.
Yeah, correct. 5, defensive 5.
Yeah. Get this right. So yeah, let's do 7 attacks, hitting on threes.
Mhm.
And get 3 through. Strength 5, res 4, so wounded on
Mhm.
threes. And I get 1 through, AP2.
Ooh la la. AP2, I have armor 4. So this one guy is going to be saved with a 5 up,
Yeah,
which I don't roll.
nice. That's the start.
1 wound here, and now I get to do 3 attacks each plus grind.
Yeah, man.
So I will be I will be hitting on a 4, and I will be wounding on a 5. Right. So 6 attacks, hitting on a 4, and I make only 2. And
Ooh,
to this, I add 3 grind, so that's 5 wounding on a 5. Wow, 5 wounding on a 5. I make 1. This one guy is AP 1 versus your armor 5.
right. So my 2 up goes to a 3 up.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
was it only 1 or 2? Was it?
It was only one guy. 6.
Okay,
Yeah, only one guy.
and that is a save.
Sweet. So that means that I win by 1. Rank charge minus 1 of your wounds.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so
So
my
you.
discipline of 8 goes down to 7, and I guess it's a reroll with favoured.
Correct.
And I hold for at least one more turn. Come on.
Very nice. Very
Right.
nice.
And I think we
I'm in
can skip
trouble.
straight to the next and the last combat phase for me.
All right, go for it.
Magic's not going to do anything, so we go straight to combat phase with my 7 attacks as I'm going first. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. So let's see what we can do this time around. And it's
Ooh.
4 hits. But much better on the wounds. We have 4
Ooh la la.
wounds as well.
So, can I
AP2.
roll plenty of 5s now so that I can spike back at you? And I only roll 1.
Well, 1.
So
Okay.
basically, I take 3 wounds.
Yeah,
Take 3
that's
wounds. These
plenty.
guys, they basically one guy dies. One full guy is dead, and another one is essentially down to 2 wounds only. So this guy counts for 3 wounds. And I don't do the attack back because these guys don't have the spike shield. The other guys did, so this one is not responding. Yeah. So basically, I just respond with these 4 attacks from this guy, hitting on
Yeah.
4s.
It's all
This
you,
time
so
I
we
make
can
2
add
plus
the
the grind.
grinds in. Yep.
Yeah. And then we're looking at 5s here, and I only make 1.
1 again. And can I
3 up.
make the armor save over 3 up? No, I can't. It is a wound.
Yeah. So this time I lose by 2.
Yeah, because there's no
Interesting.
charge. Yeah.
Interesting. No charge, no rank. I have a discipline of 8. I reroll it because I have exiled.
Yep.
And maybe I pop if I and re-attack. But yeah, let's see what happens. I need a 6 to pass. And I do not. Reroll because of
You have a
exile.
reroll. You have a reroll.
And I do
Oh.
not. So I'm dead, but before I die,
Yeah.
just a second before that, I'm going to do 2 attacks again and grind for each of my 2 guys. So that's 4 attacks hitting on. Ooh la la, 4s. Look at that. That's pretty. So
Nice.
that's
Good.
6,
6.
which are going to be wounding on 5s, we said.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look at that. Look at
And
that.
there's a
Ah, I
couple.
saw
There's a
some
couple.
5s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2
3
more
up.
on my 3 up. And unfortunately, I
Ah,
save it. Oh,
well done. Well done.
yes.
Well done.
So this should be
Respect.
this chariot. That was a bit of a different thing from the last time, I think. But yeah, so and then we're just going to, I guess, just turn to
Yep,
face the inevitable.
this guy. So that's what I wanted to do if I were to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a serious player, but no way, I'm not gonna do that. So let's just do the 3d6 for
And this is
now.
the
I
last
save
turn.
my the last turn. Let's gonna see what happens with this 50 100 mil basis. So once again, I can't even ask you whether you want to, because of a
No.
number of reasons.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pride
you
being
know,
number one.
rules come last. And yeah, I guess once again you have agility 200, so you go first. Seven beautiful attacks.
Yes, 7 attacks. And you are defensive 2 this time
Yep.
against my offensive 6. So my 7 attacks actually hit on 2s.
Yeah, but you wound on 5s.
But I wound much higher, yeah, absolutely. So 2s to avoid the 1s first. So we only get 1, which is great. And then,
Mm-hmm.
so this means I got 6 hits. Wounded on 5s. Can we spike?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we get a
Oh,
3
nice.
is spiking in my eyes. So yeah, that
Oh,
was
that's
great job.
excellent.
Yeah,
Well
great
done. Well
job.
done. So I have 3 5-ups to roll for ages, and I make 2.
Ah, nice. His Aegis has been on point. That's been good.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. This Forsaken. Very lucky. Okay, good. So now what's that going to be? It's going to be my D3 plus 3 grind at strength 6 versus your res 5 and AP2 versus your armor 5.
Yeah.
So I need a nice 3 out of this D3 here. and I do roll it. So it's going to be
Nice.
6 on 6s, which are going to be wounding on 3s. 6, yeah, 6 grind. They're going to be wounding on 3s,
Yeah,
correct?
absolutely.
And I roll
4.
4. That's going to
Uh,
be you on 4 ups, I guess.
yeah.
3
So
wounds, 4 ups. 4,
4 ups.
4,
Can
4
his
ups.
armor hold out? And it can hold out twice, which means he has
Ah,
taken 2 wounds, but he has 5 in
uh-huh.
total.
Yeah. So I basically win by 2, 1 extra wound and charge.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
All
my
right.
re-rollable
6.
6, I guess. So for the final act of the game, can he survive? He deserves to.
Hmm.
He's done the bulk of the work, but
Yeah.
not on that roll. So we need
Come
a
on.
lower
Reroll.
than a 6. Can
Reroll.
it be lower than a
Reroll.
6?
Give me a
It's a
reroll.
10, and he's
Ah,
off.
ah,
And he will run. I'll do his
ah.
running as well while I'm
I
here.
won't pursue. I won't pursue. I shan't.
I mean, he might
Ah,
go off the board. So yeah, he's off the board.
11.
He is dead. But what a great game there. I think
So much
definitely
fun.
man of the match is the guy that
Ah,
has just finished off the job. And you can see the guys in the back rank as well there. No, great game as always. Yeah, lovely to do it. And nice to see it in action as well.
I had a lot of fun. Thank you for helping us design this list.
Yeah, it was
I,
lots of fun.
I don't think it's imbalanced, overpowered at all. It's just crazy
Yeah,
in the good way.
yeah, absolutely. Very punchy. But today got out punched. Maybe doesn't have a chin. um, but yes, no, thanks very much for that. If you watch this and got to the end, firstly, give yourself a big round of applause, stand up,
Whoa.
stretch, and get a drink because you certainly deserve it. But thank you very much for doing so. Well done. If you've got any comments on this, whether it's just that you liked the game, or if you've wanted to ask any questions about what got on, please do put in the comments, and we'll do our best to ask. But also, obviously, as the lead game designer, Piteglio, you can take some of that feedback on board and push it on for future design and stuff like that as well. So if you've just got comments, great. But if there's any feedback, put that in as well. Put what you like, what you don't like, what you're having for dinner, all that stuff.
Totally.
Bonus points for anybody having limes in their drinks, of course, as well, as always is the case. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, particularly, and catch you on Veil of the Ages on the forum and YouTube and stuff like that.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucky Sixes. Thanks, everybody. I will see you in the next occasion.
Absolutely, and we're looking forward to getting a few more battles and probably some more chat videos on Essence of War as well in the coming future. So thanks very much. Thanks for viewers for watching. Thanks for everyone involved in the Essence of War. It's a quite cool little community as well on Discord and stuff like that. If you want to check that out, I'll try and put some links in the bio section.
Lovely. Thank you.
But yes, until next time, which there will be very soon. See you later. Yeah, that's what I say. See you later.
See you later.